Welcome back.
Welcome back.
To another episode of Context Not Content. I'm your host, co-host, Diego.
And I'm your host, Vic.
And remember, don't take it out of context for your content. Also, make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. Oh my God, I'm all over the place. Make sure you click and hit that like, share, subscribe. Hit the tiny notification bell at the bottom so you can be notified when we got that hot fire coming.
Absolutely.
And make sure you leave some comments, some of your thoughts or whatever subject matters we bring up. Just let us know what you think. That's it.
Shout out to my brother too, man. He said, yo, you need to get a stand so you can stop holding this iPad in your hand. Shout out to you, man. Yeah. Shout out to my peoples at the golf club too, man. Do you remember the name of the golf club? Well, my man, I think I sent it to you in a text message, but I don't know if it's in here or not.
Yeah, I think I know this is messed up, right? But it's real though.
I should have been more prepared. Providence Golf Club,
Magnolia
Green.
Yeah, Magnolia
and
Green
ACU
Golf Club.
Men Property. Yeah. Magnolia Green Golf Club. Shout out to y'all. Thanks for watching. Please continue to watch.
Yes. Big shout
out to my man John Miel, man.
Indeed, brother. So and it's entertainment news, man. I got a little entertainment news. We're gonna start out with entertainment. However, we're gonna order it, but you got that Chris Brown and Usher tour.
Right.
AKA, home record tour.
The Get Money tour.
The home record / domestic violence tour. Cause something's bound to happen. Both of them how they do. So we're gonna try to take somebody girl, kiss her. You know how they do, man.
I mean, it is what it is. If a girl gonna go out and do that, then that's on her.
Yeah, that's wild though, man. That's wild.
That is wild.
Yeah,
so. But like I said, I think I asked you this before. Given the opportunity, and the shoe was on the other foot, and would you?
Nah, because I know I would never be with that woman or
whoever. I know,
the artist.
Sade put you on stage and she sing the song.
Show me the way. No, I couldn't do it because that's like one kiss from that artist. I'm not gonna be with her. Spend the rest of my life.
And then you gonna mess up. You gonna mess your whole life up with your wife just for that one kiss.
Yeah, for that living an illusion. Like yo, maybe we could go away, run away together.
Right.
What is that? Sade gonna run away with me.
Exactly.
That's crazy that people would break up their homes and marriages or relationships or whatever they got.
I think the girl said she was drunk or something.
Man, this is not enough.
We were both drunk.
She wasn't drunk. She wasn't drunk. Dude should have just got to pull him by the collar, man. They go to kiss your girl.
He was kind of far back though.
That's crazy. Why you with your wife?
He was doing. He's just doing this. He's just like this.
Why you with your wife at the concert, but you back there? She up there.
They probably pulled. I think he pulled her to the stage. You know how they do. They see a girl on the stage and they bring her up here. Tell her security, go get that girl over there and bring her over here.
Yeah, that looked like my man from the Wankster video. Damn, homie, he had his arm, had his hands.
I would have been ducking, like you wouldn't have been seeing me, like
unbelievable.
Nah, you wouldn't even know she had a man. If it was me, I would have been going to get another drink, 2 drinks.
Well, shout out to them. Y'all enjoy that tour. For all you ladies that's gonna go, I'm pretty sure for all you ladies that's gonna go up there and get kissed or whatever, grind on, dry humped on it. I hope it's worth it. But if that's what y'all want, y'all live it how y'all live it, and y'all get it how y'all get it.
Do you think they're wrong for wanting to go though to the show? Women?
I mean, they want to see their favorite artist. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But if their intention is to go up there to the show and say, "Hey, I hope he." I
hope that's not their intention. I hope that's not most women's
I hope
intention.
Chris pulled me on stage. I've been to 8 of his shows already.
That's probably a lot of their dreams.
Shows.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of them dream of that.
They're going to multiple shows though, just in hopes of getting pulled on the stage. This is my 8th concert. I hope he get me this time. I hope he pulled me on the stage this time.
That's sad work, man. That's sad work, and I hope that's not the case.
That's a very sad day for sure. Yeah, man. In other entertainment news, your boy Young King.
Oh, with the Pokemon suit on.
Getting locked up. What's up? What's wrong with him, man? What's wrong with it?
He's just doing the young kid's young. You know, he a young dude.
He's not
man.
young, man. Come on, you sound like T.I. You sound like his father now. He's not young, man. He is not young, bro. They got to be about 25. I don't know. He's in his 20s. He's not young.
That's young to me. 25 is young. I was still doing a lot of stupid
stuff. He's
not
doing young boy. He act like he a grown man, even if he in his mid-20s.
I think he just got what they call him speeding, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he just happened to have
what?
A burner in the car. Well, all of us would have a burner in the car.
Okay.
All of us would probably be coming from somewhere where we done drank or smoked.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know about all the other stuff he had, but it's just something you can. It's an easy way. It's an easy way to get caught.
When a cop tell you to get out of the car because you have the gun for their safety,
yeah,
you're doing all this now. So that's what got him.
That's what he shouldn't have. Yeah,
they was going to simply.
But see, that's what his whole thing where oh, you don't know who I am and I'm famous and I'm not doing that. I think that's where all that came in, because any other sane person would have definitely got out of the car.
He's trying.
He could have got shot. You got a gun in the car.
He's trying to portray an image, man. You know how you seen.
Yeah, but everybody know he's not a tough guy, man. He just,
it's not about.
He just want people. He just want people to respect him and not look at him as a trust fund baby.
Well, that's how he put himself out there. He put himself out there like a nepo baby. His parents are always there to save him all the time. But CTI,
but that's what parents
put out
do.
The statement, right? Yeah, he said after he bailed him out, he's like 50. It was right. 50 was right. All right, you know how you do. Now 50 was right, right? He said he didn't see he got to cut him off. He got to grow up. He got to cut him off. Stop enabling him. And he's like, 50 Cent, I apologize. So, yeah. Yep.
Did he?
Yeah, he just came out with a statement like 2 days ago.
That's why I rock with T.I., man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he an honorable dude. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean?
He's probably 8.
But I don't think he's gonna cut him off. Like,
hold on there. Officer, let me talk. The boy, I know the boy. Last night, the boy was playing that Nintendo Switch, all right? Now, I know he was playing that Mario Kart. Now, I don't know if he went to Top Golf or K2 Speed. Thought he unlocked that character,
But see, that's another thing. Like, riding around in the Pikachu suit is different.
That's crazy.
Like, that's
onesie
different.
is wild.
Yeah, that's different right there.
That's
in the
not
Tesla, we was in a Cybertruck, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was in a little go-kart or something. He probably was in a little go-kart, man.
So man. Did you hear about Floyd Mayweather's $7 million IRS lien?
Oh, remember I told you it's tax time. Remember I told you last joint? I think that we didn't air that one. I think that's just audio. But yeah, it's tax time. They don't pay their taxes, man. They make all that money. I'm like, you gotta pay your taxes. I don't know.
$7 million's a lot.
I don't know how much liquid they got. A lot of these people don't have that liquid.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you worth a lot. Yeah, you worth a lot. I don't know. But yeah.
I don't know, my man. But that's why he took that upfront money. That's what I was telling you for the 2 fights, the Tyson exhibition and the Pacquiao. He already took the money up front. So you know it's something. You gotta pay you gotta pay the IRS. You have to pay your taxes, especially when you hit the luxury tax. You have to pay your taxes. Rappers, y'all doing these shows.
But shouldn't they have accountants that tell them like, hey, look, you got taxes? Like, shouldn't they have people that do stuff like that? Like, I don't know, because I'm not up in that bracket or in the entertainment industry. But shouldn't you have like your manager should have something like something to do with your like getting all that stuff straight? Like, why would they just leave that up to the artist? I don't understand that. But these people from the streets, they're not gonna be responsible. They don't know nothing about taxes. They don't know nothing about none of that stuff. They just know how to cash a check and spend it.
Yeah, well, what it is that they probably do have these accountants. You do have some dirty accountants, right? So that's why a lot of people don't trust certain accountants. But that's when you're in the entertainment business. So I'm pretty sure you can network with a person. Say, hey man, this is a great accountant.
Right, give me a good
I did work for this person, person, boom. But on top of that, they probably getting advice from their accountants and not following the advice.
That's
or
true.
Financial advisors as well. So you never know, but you have to, if you have a good accountant, like say if you do a show for $50,000, your accountant's gonna say, all right, take this aside, put it here. So you won't have to pay it all. Pay your taxes every show you get. Put it to the side, so when that year come up, when tax time come, boom, you got it. There you go. This the taxes right there. So like a lot of them don't move like
They're
that.
not thinking like
They're
that.
not too smart to. They just want to blow that money, you know, and make it look good. And not saying they don't have money, but it's like
It's more of
certain
an
people
image for
could
them.
certain people, entertainers, basketball players, they could say, hey, such and such, hey, just give me 10 million in cash. A lot of them wouldn't have 10 million in cash to give you, even
Right.
though they're getting contracts for 250 for 3 years or 50
Mhm.
million a year, because it might be tied up. I'm not saying they broke, but
Right.
it might be tied up in something,
Mhm.
a business or all these business ventures they got, you know. So like
And then you gotta think about how much money they spend per month. Like some of these people, they
exactly,
like their rent alone be like 5 and 6 racks, and
exactly.
then the car that they got is like maybe 2 or 3 thousand. And you got like 3 or 4 cars,
And
and you
when
got another property somewhere else that you paying the same amount of money for. And then the lights and the upkeep, getting the grass cut on these big
mm-hmm,
properties and clean. You know what I'm saying? Like it's heavy expenses that they have, so they spend a lot of money.
yeah,
You know, a
that they
lot of them
do.
are not just, it's a few of them that got just a regular house and, real humble, but you don't see
Mm-hmm.
a lot of them like on social media sites and doing stuff with, you know what I'm saying, showing off cars and jewelry and spending money like that.
See, you got
So
to maintain that too, right? Once the money stop coming in like it used to, now you have to maintain that lifestyle.
that image,
So now it's
that
hard
lifestyle,
to you gotta
yeah.
work even harder, you know.
hmm
So it's just
That's just how all the stars be going broke, man. Cause
yeah.
they got all these big expenses, but like once you're not getting these movie parts no more, or
Mm-hmm.
getting signed for shows and gigs anymore, and you still got these high payments on these, that's how they start losing houses, getting the cars repossessed. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's like,
Yeah.
so you gotta have
Terrible.
something on the back end, man. That's why I say always buy your house first, your main house that you're gonna stay in, and pay for your cars and just chill. You don't need a house. I can't say what they need
Yeah,
because
because
I
you know
don't have the
everybody
money.
got
You know what I'm
and
saying?
everybody
Everybody
got
got
different
different.
tastes. I
Yeah,
feel what you're
exactly,
saying. I understand exactly what
exactly.
you're about to say because that's
But do all of that after you have something that, in case everything don't go right, you can always go back to this spot and you got a little bit of money saved up so you can kind of take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Just like Mickey Rourke. You seen him?
mm-hmm.
When they showed him and he was like, somebody had started a GoFundMe for him and all this. Like, bro, it's not how you think it is. Like, this is he was an A-list movie star at one point. Now he's like, can't even afford to pay his rent and wherever he's living at in
Yeah,
Beverly
it's
Hills.
bad.
So it's crazy.
It's beyond crazy. I can't, I just don't understand it. But hey, I would if I were I'm the same way I would get it, like some land. I'll purchase some land, build a house there, even do some Boosie style, like a compound, a little small compound.
hmm
Nothing weird, not David Koresh style, you know what I'm saying? That's not no Wacos over here, but a little compound, like you
hmm
can have a couple ranches on there, nothing
Yeah.
crazy. So people get crazy things like you single, or you might have a couple kids, but you got a 15, 20 bedroom mansion for what? Why you got a 20 bedroom mansion that's only
Uh,
4 y'all or
right.
5 of y'all?
Right.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
Trying to keep up with everybody
Now
else that they see.
the bigger the crib, like you said, the more maintenance, the more upkeep,
The more your light
the
bill
more
gonna be,
light bill, the more all
man.
that stuff, water,
Everything.
all of it. So hey, more power
I
to
couldn't
y'all.
even feel secure in a big place like that. Like I would be sleeping in my bed. Like it's like I can't even enjoy this whole house. It'll be so much rooms with dust and just nothing in
Yeah, it's crazy.
it.
It's crazy. You gotta have like a walkie-talkie. I mean, I know they probably got some updated stuff now, right? Had to have the walkie-talkie and chime in. We at
Man,
10-4. In the
I'm in the
kitchen right
kitchen.
now
Which
making
kitchen?
the
The kitchen on
sandwich.
the second floor or the third floor? So it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
What
too
you
much.
what you think about the the U.S. The city the state I'm sorry state councilman that killed his wife and killed himself
I didn't hear
in
about
Northern
that.
Virginia? You didn't hear about it?
Mm-mm.
They were going through a divorce and black couple.
Mm-hmm.
They were going through a divorce and he killed his wife and then he killed himself with his 2 kids were in the house when it all happened. Yep.
That's horrible.
Yep. And I think one of the kids was getting prepped to go to college. But it just goes to show, like, mentally, like where do you have to be mentally to want to do that and then kill yourself? Like
So they were
his
going.
wife was getting a house.
Okay.
The divorce had already been finalized. His
Mm-hmm.
wife was getting a house and he had to move out.
Okay.
Um, but he was still living in the house. They were like living in separate parts of the house. It was a nice size house.
Northern Virginia. I'm pretty sure it was the decent
It was
size.
in Fairfax. I think it was in Fairfax. And he could have been mad at that she was getting the house, but I mean, to do that is like kind of extreme.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was talking to a girl, and she was telling me like, well, the husband had a bunch of sexual allegations against him, sexual assault allegations from different people, and it's like, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like you never know what these people going through. Even the people in good places like that, nice house and nice crib, decent money. You know what I'm saying? Like from the outside, it was looking like everything was perfect. Kids about to go to college, and then all of that stuff is going on in the house. You don't even know. So bad that he killed his wife and then killed himself. You know what I'm saying? Like when mentally, like when you're going through something mental like that, you definitely need to seek help.
But do you think that it's like when you say mentally, you're not saying like he has to take medicine? You're talking like the divorce, everything he's going through mentally, or you're talking like you saying he might have mental issues?
No, I think he was going through something with the divorce.
Yeah, so mentally, like not
Yeah, I don't think he
mentally
had
like
a mental.
psychotic,
Yeah,
but I
I don't
got you.
think he was
I
like
got you.
crazy.
I just
Yeah,
wanted to
he
make
probably
sure.
was drinking a lot, and I don't, like I said, I don't know, but if I was in that situation, and I've been in that situation, been raising kids, and been in this house my whole life, and been doing upgrades, and I've been cutting the grass, like you kind of get the love. That's your house,
Not
and then you see
anymore,
that you
Jack.
got to leave, and you thinking, oh, another man gonna eventually move in this house. She's not gonna stay single, especially with one daughter about to go to college or one kid about to go to college. So like all these thoughts probably running through your head, like it's another dude that's gonna be in my
Yeah, I knew
house
it was coming. I
now,
knew it
and
was coming.
I'm telling you, that's how
Yeah.
they think.
So I mean,
All this money I'm paying her, like
see,
it's gonna be
it's
just
all about
another
the
person.
paper. That's what makes him go crazy, right? If you think about it, that's why he's like mentally messed
Do you
up.
think
Like
it's
he
the
thinking
paper
about the loss of the
or
house,
him?
money he's gonna have to pay. I'm pretty sure. Now
Absolutely.
whatever he gets, it's like, oh man, half of this go to her. His whole lifestyle has to
You got
change.
to change.
You see?
Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, that's why it happens like that. They think about that money. You see it all the time. People go
But
broke and they willing to
I
kill their
can't be
spouse,
I
push it
can't
down the
believe it's
steps.
that.
You
I
know what
can't
I mean?
believe it gets to
They
that
willing to do
point. Like
all that.
I've been broke to the point where I had
Money
absolutely nothing.
fuels people in a different ways though.
Yeah, that's
Some
true.
people are fueled by money. If they don't have that money, they feel
Yeah,
like
and you
they're
know what?
not. They feel like they're not them because the money makes them
It's
who they are.
worse when you used to having money and it all goes away. It really feel like the end of the world.
Oh, like
Like when you've been broke before, like and you get a come up. If you go broke again, you're not gonna kill yourself. You know what
right.
I'm saying? You're gonna be like, I'm gonna get this money again, or I gotta start over, whatever. You know what I mean? Because we done been there. But I guess he been accustomed to one lifestyle for so long, and he like, yo, now I gotta probably get an apartment.
Yeah, in an expensive apartment too,
Can't
Northern
have
Virginia,
I can't have
DC
my
somewhere.
Benz no
But see,
more because I don't think he was on the council anymore. I think he was like doing something else because they said he was a former.
mm.
So like, I just can't imagine it, bro. It can't be that bad. The wife must have really probably upset him.
Now, she upset him because she's getting the house. This is how she upset him. All right, she's getting the house. And he's gonna pretty. I'm pretty sure he has to pay alimony. You said they got children, right? Oh yeah, that was coming in.
Yeah.
Child support. They still going to school, right? College going. Yeah, that paper. That's what made him mad. He was
And
pissed off.
especially
That's what
if
pissed
she
him off.
wasn't working, he gonna especially have to pay out his pocket because he got to maintain the same lifestyle that she had when he was with her. That's like in Virginia. That's like the
He
divorce
doesn't.
law.
See, that's the problem. He all he had to do was adapt, eat it up. There's a lot of brothers out there that went through the same thing. You
Yeah.
got to eat it up, and that's it.
But that's what I'm saying. He should have tried to seek somebody. Like he should have had some homeboys to talk to and kick it with, man. Go out with some beers and like some like-minded people that can be like, man, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna push through it like we always do. You know what I mean? Like if you had somebody, people around him to kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Now,
Like
see,
it probably wouldn't happen like
if he
that.
was a dirty councilman, he probably would have had some homeboys. You know what I'm saying? Like
He
you
probably
start
did have a
networking,
dirty councilman, but they
start
probably turned their
start
back on him after all this stuff started
start
happening. He's like, look,
start networking with all the hustlers and trappers and
nah, because I'm gonna tell you,
hitters. You know what I mean?
once the wife find out that you cheating or something like that, like all the other friends gonna turn their back on you. Like, look, the wife knows stuff about us too, so I can't rock with you no
He
more.
probably
I'm
he
like,
probably
man,
had no
bro.
friends though, for real. All jokes aside, he probably didn't have any. You know,
No friends.
he probably didn't.
Do we know anybody like that have no friends?
I don't know. I really don't know.
You gotta have somebody, man. Somebody you talk. I mean, maybe his wife was his only friend that he had.
You never know. And
But I mean, if he had all these
and the other
allegations
chicks he
against him,
was sexually assaulting,
that's
didn't
what I'm
he?
saying. he got somebody you rocking
All the
with.
other chicks he was
You
trying
going out with somebody.
to
You meeting them at Chili's or wherever the business people
allegedly,
go.
I'm sorry, allegedly sexually assaulting. But yeah, if he was alive, man, I would tell him just to get up and stand in the corner because he needs to go on timeout. That's just crazy. You need to go
Mm-hmm.
on timeout. But that's wild. So what are your thoughts on Ashley Robinson, who was found dead in a villa in Tanzania? Tanzania.
Oh, with the white
White, yeah. What's your thoughts on that?
I got varying thoughts, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
first I saw one side that the family was saying, oh, this guy did it and she was not nothing like that and da 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 da. But then I also saw that it was one people were telling her like, look, this ain't the one. And she was the one that was saying she doesn't like black dudes, that she likes
Mm-hmm.
white dudes, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it made me feel less sorry for her, but like I don't know. I just don't think you should you shouldn't say stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because now look what happened. They're blaming him for your death.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Rightfully
what I
so.
mean? And then he's saying you did it yourself, which is even worse. Because if that's not true, and he's saying you offed yourself, that's bad. You know what I mean? And I just feel sorry for her and her family.
Yeah, it's a sad thing. And to me, it's like psychologically, everything leads up to him doing it. She didn't do it. She doesn't seem, if you like really going to profile somebody, like she doesn't seem, she's an influencer, right? She doesn't seem as someone that would off herself. Okay. She doesn't seem that way. Then they get in an argument and then the security had to separate them, put them in separate rooms. I don't know if somebody said she hung herself. I don't know. It was many reports, but I
Hmm.
stopped following after it really happened. I just wanted to bring it up, because we, you know, missed out last week to shoot. But I just think it's like another, like you said, her. You like who you like. It's no problem liking who you like.
Hmm.
Whatever race you like. It's no problem with that. But you don't have to hit people low and say, "Oh, black men not this, black they don't."
Right.
And then you get with this Caucasian individual, but it probably was for the money. Not to say she wouldn't meet a black dude and had money, but she already looks at black men as being low.
Hmm.
So she's not never even gonna think about even checking for a black man, period. But she's checking for that paper. That's why she's at where she's at. No disrespect, because most times when black women get in these relationships with Caucasians, they end up dead, son. Not all the time, but they end up dead all the time. They end up dead. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. You got brothers that mess with Caucasian female. You might get a couple kids. That's it. That's it.
I know some interracial couples that I would think that I would know the dude would never do nothing to the girl.
But you see what I'm saying, though. I'm not saying all the time, but look at the shorty in Milwaukee, like last year, 2024,
Yeah.
chopped up by a white dude. Like most times, 9 times out of 10, not all the time, but when these black women get with a
Yeah.
white guy, they end up murdered.
Well, I mean,
Not all the time,
it's
but
just crazy dudes everywhere,
I'm
man.
not. I understand that, but most
White
times
dudes is maybe white dudes is the
in the in
relationship
the
types,
interracial
but yeah.
interracial joints, you don't hear about a black man killing his white wife. You hear that more with black women messing or dating or
The black
marrying
dude just
Caucasian.
killed
But
his
I'm
wife
saying you hear it
himself.
more with, to me, that's just my opinion, right?
I think we just hear it more because those ones stand out more because it was an interracial couple. I think it happens a lot, but we just don't shine as much light on it because it's not as much entertainment as it is if saying, oh, it was a black and white couple. But it actually happens a lot if you look at the statistics.
Yeah, I'm not saying it. I think it happens more.
But it's usually murder suicide.
But
a lot.
And interracial. That's all I'm saying. I'm not. What I'm saying. I think black women who tend to mess with Caucasian guys or get married to them or date them, whatever, they end up murdered more than a black man would murder a white female he's dealing with. That's all I'm saying. That was what I was saying.
We need to check that, man.
You know what I mean?
Because that's a good point. That's a good point, and that's a lot. That's the reason why a lot of it's taboo for a lot of black women to date white dudes. They'd be like, "Oh, he might kill me one day."
Because they gotta. I mean, if you think about it, right? You hear somebody, and it's no disrespect. I'm being real. You know what I mean? I'm authentic. You got some brothers that say, "Man, I just want a white joint, a Caucasian woman." I say a white chick, right? I want a white chick just to take it back because slavery and like that type of deal, right? I'm just saying, you got people that think
I know
that,
somebody that said that before.
You got people real,
and you notice
you got people that think like that.
You know right? The person.
You got people that think like that, right? I wasn't even thinking about that person. I was really speaking in general, but you have some people that think like that. So just imagine what a white dude feel like when he get with a black woman. You know, like I'm a do what I want to, or she's mine. It's crazy, son. They twisted.
You think they think like that?
They probably. I'm pretty sure they do.
That's crazy, man.
A lot of them don't. People already have racial thoughts. I'm not saying all Caucasian and all black. Any.